All right, good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone, I should say. Today is, what is it, Wednesday. Wednesday, January 23rd, 2013. Let me just go over the results from the morning session. We were plus 10 on crude oil and plus 15 on gold. That was our morning session. It was kind of tough trading this morning. The ES was stuck in a sideways range for a good portion of the morning session. Then it did what Mike Reed calls this a prairie dog. Did a little prairie dog there, and then it took a big dive, and it came back up, and it didn't give us any trading opportunities in here at all this morning. Okay, I thought we were going to get one, but we didn't get any on the ES. Again, let me step back for a second here. If you have not taken a free trial with us, go to www.cfrn.net/apply. Sign up for our free trial. In the free trial, you get access to all the indicators that you see here. You get access to the charting platform, the indicators, the weekly trading zones. You get to sit in our live trading room for 2 hours a day for 5 business days. And in that live trading room, we'll show you everything that we do. I mean, everything I'm going to go over right here is what I did in the live trading room this morning. The trades, I try to tell them to you as they set up, before they set up. I try to let you know if you, like over here, this is natural gas. And over here, when these were setting up, I would say, if you get a down close on this current bar, that would be a spot to short. If you get a down close on this bar, that would be a spot to short. If you get a down close on this bar, spot to short. On this bar, spot to short. Sometimes I'll take the trades, depends what I have going on. If I have a DOM up, if I have the right DOM up for that market. I didn't have a natural gas DOM up all morning. I wish I had, because all the trades on the natural gas won. But I'll go over all that in a minute. Again, it's www.cfrn.net/apply if you have not taken the free trial with us in the past. We have, it seems lately, we've got a lot of people who have taken the free trial recently who are trying to take it again. If you're interested in taking it again, send us an email before you try to take it, all right? Because you won't be able to take it again. You'll get, there's just some automatic stuff that denies you. And, if you send us an email, we'll talk about it, all right? All right, let's move on to the trades. I'm going to start right out with crude oil. Now, I want to note, that, our daily goal, we talk all the time about getting 2 points a day, or the equivalent of 2 points a day. When I'm in the live trading room in the morning, I have to trade for 2 hours in the live trading room. So I continue trading even beyond the 2 points a day. Right now we are at, today I believe is the 14th or 15th trading day so far this year. I think it's the 15th trading day so far this year. And in the live trading room, excluding commissions, we're up $2,690 a contract in the 15 trading days that we've been going. That's me trading 2 hours per day in the live trading room, taking a lot of trades on a lot of different markets and answering questions from a whole bunch of people. Now, granted, I know the stuff because, well, we created it. But if you learn it, and it's pretty simple to learn, if you learn the one setup that we do in here, then you too you should be able to do what I've done and more. One thing worth noting, though, is that if we look to just take the 2 points a day, the 2 points equivalent a day per contract, we would be up $1,500 right now instead of $2,690, because it's 15 trading days and we look for $100 a day, $100 a contract a day. Oftentimes, like yesterday, I think in the first 16 or 18 minutes, I was up the equivalent of the 2 points, and then I continued trading, and I traded, quite a bit. And toward the end of the morning session yesterday, I took a yen trade that lost, and I'll point it out. I took a yen trade at the end of the morning session yesterday that lost, and it took away $100 out of the profits that I had made in the morning session. So that one trade, I'm not sure what's going on there. That one trade ended up messing up my morning's totals a little bit. But if you guys were looking for just the 2-point equivalent, you would have been done by then. Okay. Now, let's just go over the crude oil trades. Okay. You can see I took a few of them in here this morning. The very first trade, I put it on here and I took profit up here. If you would let that trade run, that's your 2-point equivalent right there. You could have done that in 15 minutes. You could have been done with your trading. All right. But what we were looking for here on the crude was the bullish cross. You know what? I'm going to remove this CFRN and insert another one. Indicators. CFRN. There you go. All right. Because the lines were kind of thin. If I bring up my picture, I'll show you. Pretty much textbook stuff in here. You look for the bullish cross, the pull away from the BBC. We didn't get any pull away in here until up here. Okay, then a pull back down test of the BBC with an up close. So right here is the spot where you would have gotten long on this up close. I had missed, well, this was right at the open. All right, so you could have gotten long right in there, right at the open. I got long over here on this one. On this one, because we had a little red on the cycle right here, we needed to close above the trend line. This was the trend line I had drawn down from the tops. So I got long on the up close off the trend line, above the trend line. All right, took some profit there. I got long again up here on the up close above the trend line, took some profit again. I got long again up here on the up close above the trend line and took some more profit. I missed this one up here, okay, and I took this one over here. So there in the first hour, in a market that really, well, if I had just gotten long here and stayed long, that would have been a nice trade. If I had just gotten short here, well, I took most of the move out of that trade right there. So I was pretty happy with that. Now in the first hour, there's at least a 2-point equivalent potential right in there. Okay. Now as the day went on, I didn't take any more trades on crude oil, but you can see there were more opportunities right in here. This was pretty much textbook. You get your bullish cross, your pull away, your comeback, test the BBC, bullish divergence. This is a dragonfly doji right here. That was an up close. If you got long right in there, you stayed in it, you know, because this was only a 6-tick drawdown. The thing, you know, it kept going up after that. There was another opportunity to get long right over here. The same exact thing, dragonfly doji, for a little bit of profit in there. And that brings us to where we are right now. We don't have any divergence over here, so there's no trading right here. On the short side, there wasn't really anything in there. You lost the divergence by the time the trade actually set up. That was the crude oil this morning. Okay, we ended with plus 10 ticks on the crude. Okay, now the next market I'm going to bring over is the Russell. We didn't take any trades on the Russell, so I'm going to be pretty quick about it. The Russell, the only opportunity that was there in the Russell was this little bit of divergence down here. It pulled back up to test the BBC here, but it didn't make it. Then it closed down below the trend line right there. You could have shorted that, looking for the thing to get down into the cycle. All right, there wasn't much room for it to move. I wasn't interested in trading it. I didn't trade any of the indexes this morning, okay, because the ES was so sideways that I let all the stock indexes go. All right, I didn't trade any stock indexes this morning. All right, let's see over here. This was the gold. Now I took a couple of trades on gold this morning, right there. Those 2 trades, 3 trades. There was one trade on gold that we just missed getting into, and I'll show it to you in just a minute. Here, this was the open. Gold was pretty choppy right here at the open, and then it dropped down here. We finally had some bearish divergence right in here. All right, again the BBC. If we bring this thing over, you look for your bearish cross. Your bearish cross up here, you pull away. Your pull back up toward the BBC. This time it didn't hit the BBC, so you didn't get your step 3. But what you did get was a close down below this trend line to continue the trend. All right, we had the bearish divergence right down here. So we took that trade. We got short in there. We took some profit down here. There was an opportunity to get long right here. If you look at the picture again, on the opposite side, right here, bullish cross, pull away right in there. Tested the BBC with an up close with bullish divergence. Okay, and up it went. All right. Over here, same thing. You know, it didn't pull all the way back up to the BBC, but it closed down below the trend line, an opportunity to get short. Right in here, it pulled back up and tested the BBC and gave a down close, but there was blue on the cycle, so you want to wait for the confirmation below the trend line. It was right in there. I tried to get into that one. It just missed me before it made this huge drop. Right here, this one right here. I tried to get into it, but it took off on me. I did get into this one over here, and we took some profit on this. I also got into this one over here, and I ended up taking a break even on this one. Okay. Those were the gold trades this morning. Well, if we go all the way through, there was another shorting opportunity in here. And let's see, we needed to pull away, test the BBC, and give an up close right in here. We were at the close of the morning session. You could have been looking to get long right in here on a close above the trend line. Okay. No, that's not doing it. Anyway, same thing right in here. Right now you have bullish divergence. Let's see, the trend line right now would be like this. Okay, that's your trend line right now. You have bullish divergence. If it tests the BBC, you can just take an up close. If it doesn't test the BBC, you need to close above that trend line. That is gold on the morning. Okay, we ended plus 15 ticks on gold. Let's see, in here we have the NQ. Now, with the ES being stuck right inside the weekly trading zone, we were not trading any of the stock indexes at all. I just outlined all the trades on the NQ as they happened. Now, I know some of the partners took the trades this morning, but I don't. It's just against my rules. All right, but this was, again, textbook, bullish cross, pull away, step back. I mean, pull back with an up close and a bullish divergence. Right in here was a spot to get long. All right, on this one, because it was red on the cycle, you needed to close above the trend line. On this one, because it didn't hit the BBC, you needed to close above the trend line. On this one, you really didn't have any divergence, so you would have had to withstand this drawdown before it moved back up. But you could have done that. Okay, then it flipped around and it started going down. So there was an opportunity to short right here. Okay, and again over here, and again over here. Change directions again. You see how you get your bullish cross right here? It changed directions again. Opportunity to get long in there. Right here toward the end of the morning session, there was an opportunity to get long, and this one would have stopped you out if you would have tried to take that long right there. Okay, it would have stopped you out. All the other ones would have been winning trades. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 winning trades before you had your first losing trade. And then it looks like you would have had 2 in a row right here. But you can see how choppy it is right here, and it's all chopped right now. There's nothing to trade right there on the NQ at the moment. Okay, but if you had a 2-point goal per contract with those 8 winning trades, you definitely would have reached that goal. Okay. The ES, as I said, there's nothing there on the ES. Okay, the soybeans, there was a ton of movement on the soybeans, but we missed all of it. I just hadn't looked at the soybeans. I did look at it over here on the open, and I said an up close on this bar would be a spot to get long, and I didn't actually do it. I said it, and then I moved the chart away, and you can see that that would have worked out very well. It would have been 1450.75, and it ran up to, let's just say 1457.75. So it went 7 cents, the equivalent of 7 points on the ES. When it turned around and started moving down, there were opportunities to short it in each one of these spots right here. Okay, in each one of these spots, there are opportunities to short. So that is that. That was the soybeans this morning. Okay, I didn't take a single trade on soybeans. I don't even have a YM chart up, so I can't look at that. But what I will look at a little bit on the yen. We only had one opportunity this morning. I missed that. Or I didn't take it because we didn't have much room over here. Okay. It changed directions, eventually changed directions, but again, we didn't have any real good divergence to take the trade. The spot would have been right here. Okay. The trend line's right here. Like that. The spot would have been right there. but we didn't have any real good divergence. Now let me jump onto the natural gas over here. All right, that's actually moving again right now. Some of the guys in the live trading room pointed out the natural gas. I think it was Andrew pointed out the natural gas this morning. He said it's really moving. And actually, we looked at the euro this morning. That was moving pretty well too. In here, you would have taken the up close on this above the trend line, up close here above the trend line, up close here above the trend line, and the up close here above the trend line. All right, then it changed directions. The down close here, the down close here, the down close here, and the down close here. Changed directions again. Right here, the black line's below the green line, so you wouldn't have been trading right in there, but you could have traded right in here. Okay. And again, right here, I believe, right in there. Okay. So that's it. I didn't take any trades on natural gas because I didn't have a natural gas DOM up either. All right. The only places we took trades this morning were crude oil and gold, and we ended plus 25 ticks or $250 a contract on about 5 or 6 trades this morning. All right. That's it. Not a bad day, and that makes it our 27th consecutive day, consecutive trading day. Now. That puts us up $2,690 so far on the month of January. Okay, just on the per contract in the live trading room. All right, with that, I'm gonna have to stop the recording here. If I see any questions come in, I'll answer them as quickly as I can. But I got to stop the recording because I believe I am going to have a visitor here in about 6 minutes.